go across to the HDFC AMC IPO. That's Uday Kotak talking. Let's cut in live.
It has been a joint venture which has worked both across asset management and life insurance. And the personal relationship with Jerry Grimstone, the chairman of Standard Life, shares with the HDFC Group and Mr. Parekh in particular, which is why the joint venture happened in the first place, is an outstanding example of how chemistry makes joint ventures work. And the IPO size is 2,800 crores. The price band is at 2,800 crores at 1,100 rupees a share. The price band is 1,095 to 1,100. There is a reservation for HDFC shareholders, AMC and HDFC employees. Net IPO size 2,439 crores. And the issue opens on 25th of July. The anchor date is 24th July. And the issue closes for all categories on 27th July. On behalf of the company and the investment bankers, we are delighted to bring this issue to the market and strongly recommend your support to make this issue a resounding success. Thank you very much. And with that, may I now request Mr. Deepak Parekh to come and share a few words.
Kaku, Uday and my colleagues at HDFC. We work together, we compete together, we dine together, we live together. That is financial services. Uday also has a very successful asset management business and a more successful wealth management business. But yet he is the manager to our issue. So the point is that I wish in other sectors of business we work that closely. We compete on the streets, but we still are friends and we work closely. With the launch of HDFC IPO, AMC IPO, this will be now the 5th listing within our group. We have always believed that listing best reflects the value we have created in our key subsidiaries and associates. As I've always said, creating long-term value requires patience. HDFC, along with Standard Life Investments, has nurtured HDFC AMC for 18 long years. And based on the way we envisage India's future, we thought this time was right. This was the apt time to get our AMC listed. I don't want to go into the specifics of the IPO because Milind will talk about it later. But all I want to say, to highlight to you, is that the few structural changes in the Indian economy that are taking place, which essentially reflects our optimism about India's future and the financialization of savings. Consensus estimates place India's GDP growth rate over the next 2 years at around 7.5%. With a GDP of $2.6 trillion, India now ranks the 6th largest economy in the world. Going forward, India's ranking will most probably get pushed up given the country demonstrates the potential to remain amongst the fastest growing major economies. This is against the backdrop of a global GDP growth rate of about 3.94%. This is not to imply that India is not facing its share of headwinds. The reason why India has been able to stay in acceleration mode is due to the fact that India is a domestic-driven consumption economy. It is this engine of growth, the domestic consumption, is this engine of growth that largely insulates us from the impact of global uncertainty. At the start of the calendar year 2018, India's macro looked in good shape. But 6 months down the line, there are some significant changes in the global environment. And the unfortunate part for us in India is that the deterioration in some of the macros in India is largely an outcome of circumstances that we have no control on. That